Hello, my beautiful Aries, and welcome to Brush with Magick Tarot. My name is Jessica, and today I'll be doing a general reading for the sign of Aries. Now, this is a general reading, so if this message doesn't resonate with you, leave it behind. And again, these messages are timeless, so whenever you find them, they are meant for you in this timing. All right, so let's go ahead and get started, and I want to start off with an oracle card here, just to give us a general feel of the theme with this reading, a potential road mark that we can start with. Okay. Every problem is a messy, beautiful gift. Every problem is a messy, beautiful gift. All right, well, let's see what will come of this. So I'm just going to go ahead and just tap into your general energy, see where you're at right now before we dive into the incoming and advice. So what are my Aries current energy? What is Aries current energy right now? Let's see what cards are going. Oh, okay. Oh, we have two here. Ooh, focused energy. All right, let's see if I can get one more to come out. Maybe one more. All right. So we have the Page of Cups. Page of Cups. Our Eight of Coins, and the Fool in reverse. That's what it looks like here. Fool in reverse. All right. So with these cards, this is very beautiful energy. Now, the Page of Cups here, I feel it can either represent you or someone in your life. And the Page of Cups is just all about this new beginnings, essentially, new energies that are coming in. And it is you going out and discovering the things that kind of draw you in, those deeper emotions, those deeper things that feed your soul kind of feeling. Then we have our Eight of Coins here, mastery, getting things figured out, really honing your craft and really falling into it. And in the sense of like, it's starting to become second nature. You know, you've made it kind of through that trial and error part, and you're just kind of in that process of hitting that level of mastery. And then the Fool is just trusting yourself and having this leap of faith, and it is in reverse. So this is something that's happening, that's going on within yourself. So whatever this new adventure that you're seeking out or about ready to go off, right? That very Skywalker kind of energy. Like, you know, he doesn't want to go, he doesn't want to leave, and then he leaves and he's on this grand adventure. But it's definitely this beautiful energy of mastery. Like, you're mastering the new, right? You're starting to really settle into something big here. And it's like, this is something, maybe it's even something as far as like how you're feeling in a new job, a new position, and feeling a little bit uncomfortable about it, but you've kind of seen your way through the discomfort. You've really started to fall into it, and you have this hope and this optimism. Whatever this is you're doing, it's this beautiful energy of just feeling like this fool. And don't mistake the Fool as like a bad thing or something that should be like, oh, you're acting like, you know, that you're dumb or something. No, the Fool is this beautiful energy of not being afraid to go out and try something new. It's very similar to the Page energy, but our Page is seeking something specifically. And we are in this realm of Cups. So this new beginning of relationships, connections, networking. Cups are all about emotions, but they're like emotional connections as well. So it's like you're creating this beautiful community, and maybe even what you're trying to master is this community. It could be a community of artists, it could be a community of, you know, people from your work. Whatever it is that you're working on, it has brought about this beautiful relationships, and it can be platonic and romantic, and it's making you almost like, it's like this feeling of you're believing in good again. Like it's like you're starting to get your spark back. That young self is starting to come back. And when I see a card in reverse, it's more of an emotional, it's something that you're dealing with inwardly, or maybe even you're thinking about a lot, but it is a major arcana, which means that it isn't one of these, pages or, threes, fives, it's not one of those. So this is a bigger energy. So you almost have, like, it almost feels like you are ready to go out and adventure and master, and you're currently like falling into that mastery, or you're currently wanting to seek out that mastery, because we do have the page here and it is about new beginnings, but we also have mastery. So maybe there's a bit of ambition there where you want to be, but I feel that some of you have already kind of begun to master, and this could even just be mastering within yourself and not being afraid to kind of nerd out and show off your skills and your crafts, and also having this energy of not being afraid to go for what you want, and having a little bit of that full faith that you're just going to do, like, it's like a trust fall, right? You're just going to believe in it, believe in yourself, and you're in this place of mastery to do that. All right, so let's take a look at what your incoming energy is. So what is incoming for my Aries here? What is my incoming for my Aries? Incoming energy for Aries. Oh, this one wants to come out here. All right. I have these three that just kind of, they didn't really fall. They just kind of melted out. Okay. So we have the Justice, the Five of Swords, and the Ten of Coins. Now with these ones, along with this energy that you're currently sitting in, this Justice is all about this. Let's see if you can see her here. Yeah, so Justice is all about, we have the weighing of the feather and the heart, and in Egyptian lore, when the afterlife came, you would measure your good deeds against the weight of a feather, and if you did good deeds, your heart would be as light as a feather, right? So just know that the incoming, there's justice along the way. Now, whether or not this is like actual justice of like someone did something bad for you, like to you, and this is the justice kind of coming full circle. This could even, if you're in the middle of a court dispute, this could even represent that as well. Now, this is a major arcana card, so we're going to have this as a bigger energy that's incoming. But we did get it in reverse, and I feel like this is a lot to do with, regardless of what you're dealing with, even if it's in the physical, it definitely has this feeling of like almost like karmic energy, karmic justice, right? What you put out is what you receive kind of thing. And also to kind of this feeling of, the universe has your back, right? God has your back. You don't have to do anything, because like deep down you're just like, I don't have to worry about that because I have my angels that are going to take care of that for me kind of feeling. And you also have this Five of Swords. Now, Five of Swords is this place of hurt and kind of misunderstanding, like almost as if not much is being heard. Like we have, and swords are very much about ideas and thoughts, and even like debates and thinking, and it's a beautiful energy, but just a sword can be used as a weapon to protect yourself, but it can also hurt yourself as well. So this is very much in the place of, there are probably a lot of ideas going on, but it's like the people aren't there to really hear each other, right? Like it's like, you have like the snake around the sword, nobody can really pick up the swords kind of a thing. So just know that there is something that's worth fighting for, right? And that at times you might not feel like your voice is being heard, or that someone is trying to silence you, which is what Justice with this card is kind of communicating here, is that I just get this feeling of, you may not feel like you're being heard, but the right people are going to hear you. And to pay attention to the people that are trying to silence you. Don't pay attention in the sense of like you're going to try to convince them, but pay attention to who has your back. Don't just take that lightly, because this is a reversal as well. So the Ten of Pentacles is all about legacy and you're leaving something behind for your family, but it's almost like you're getting to see the generational effects that this has, right? This abundance, and it doesn't have to necessarily be material. It can just be abundant in whatever you find value in abundance. Some people find abundance and they think of money. Some people look at abundance, they think of family relationships. But regardless, whatever abundance means to you, this is what this card represents, is that you get to see the effects of that through the generations, and it doesn't just stop with you, right? So with this coming in, you have this opportunity to really hone in on who is going to lift you up to get you to this point. Again, because this is in reverse. So this is something that you need to be in tune with, because if you have the wrong people on your side, it's not going to allow you to push forward. And whatever is incoming, because this is a pretty big deal, if you have people that are trying to hold you back or silence you, or that aren't supporting to where karmatic justice needs to come in, that's a pretty big energy. So just be very aware of what is going to be happening within the next couple months here. And as you're aware of the people around you and making sure that where you want to go is in alignment with the people you have surrounding you. Because if the people that are surrounding you aren't in alignment with that goal, what's going to happen is they're going to try to hold you down. They're going to become jealous. They're going to do things to try to stop you from progressing, because you're reflecting back to them what they can't achieve, and it makes them feel bad. And that's not a you problem, that's a them problem. They're projecting their own stuff. So don't think you need to fix any of that. But just know that as you go through goals, you need to surround yourself with people that are going to allow you to have that progression and support you and celebrate that instead of holding you back. You know who your true friends are based on, how they act while you are gaining your success. And it feels like you're already getting this kind of success. And maybe it's this energy here, this hurtful energy that's kind of kept you wanting to keep your full energy inside, right? Because usually we want to shout it from the rooftops. We're so excited for our goals, our progression, all this stuff. But with this being in reverse currently, I have this feeling that you're almost like, well, if I share it, I'm not going to get positive feedback, or people don't believe me when I say this, or they laugh at me, or they don't support me. So be very aware with this incoming energy. And be very mindful of your thoughts and what you're putting out there, right? Especially with this karmatic energy that's there, and allowing it to work in your favor. Because regardless of what happens, try not to have like big reactions, and don't let those people that are trying to put you down, don't let them see it, that they're getting to you, okay? And just have faith in knowing that your angels, God has your back. They're watching out for you, and the justice will come. And it might not come in the way you're expecting either, and it might not come like immediately, but it will happen. And don't worry about that, because this energy, this mastery of what you're kind of getting excited about is what you need to focus on, because this is a big goal. And I feel like this, like internally, yeah, you could, there is elements of wanting to, have maybe an emotional legacy, right? That there is this abundance to where you're breaking generational trauma and you want better for yourself. But also too, this could be a goal that you're keeping to yourself, that you want to have a legacy that spans generations. And it being in reverse, it can also be that you are trying to keep it to yourself because you're afraid to show it. So be careful with who you share your dreams with. Be mindful of who you share your dreams with, okay? So that way you're not going to have these naysayers or these people that are going to be putting their negativity your way, because that's not it, right? Like, you deserve to have a support system that's going to move you forward, because it's like you've worked so hard. You're currently in this place of, like, 8 of coins is you are mastering. You haven't quite mastered yet, but you're getting close and you're there, right? So when you get to the end, because this is 8, and then this is what 10 looks like in this, right? And there's a 9 in between here, but this is where you are currently. This is where you're going. So allow that transition. But just know, as we transition and as we do better, the people that are meant to stay with us will follow us, and the people that are only with us for a season will fall away. And don't fight that. Allow that to happen and trust yourself, right? trust yourself. Like with our little oracle card here, when it says every problem is a messy, beautiful gift. Sometimes our mess, by the time that we're done with it, we realize that it was actually a blessing in disguise. So be mindful of that. Listen to your gut, listen to your intuition. Your intuition is there and is going to have your back. And if you have a moment when you're talking to somebody and all of a sudden you're super excited and you want to tell them what you're doing, and then all of a sudden you were like, I probably shouldn't share this, or you hear even like a voice in your head that says, do not share this, listen to that. That's your intuition trying to talk to you, because you don't need any snakes in the grass here, right? Don't need any of that mess. All right, so let's go into and let's see what your advice is. What is my advice for Aries? What is the advice for Aries? Let's see. What is the advice for Aries here? Oh, see, your cards just they don't want to fall out. They want to fan out. They like keep fanning in this really beautiful way. Okay, we have the 10 of Cups, the Ace of Cups. Wow. Okay, we almost have all cups. So it seems that you're becoming very emotionally attuned. Just looking at all the cards together now, where you're at, what's incoming and advice, you have this beautiful balance of emotional, and it really feels like this emotional progression is what's really going to get you where you're going. And you have the 9 of Coins here. Here's our 9 between the 8 and 10. So your advice is 10 of Cups in reverse, right? This is that, here it is upright. So this is, again, this is that kind of same energy as the 10 of Coins, but it's more of those relationships, like that family unit that you've wanted, and it's in reverse. You're going to have a moment of where you're feeling like you're home, that you found your soul family, and to be on the lookout for that as you move forward. We have our Ace of Cups, which is like your cup overfloweth kind of energy. You have so much that is incoming that your cup overfloweth. So with what the incoming is, right? You had these kind of, feelings. Sorry. I'm trying to say so much all at once. I need to slow down. In the incoming energy, it's very much about being mindful, right? You're being mindful of the people that are around you, who are going to lift you up, who are going to be excited for you with what's coming in the future, right? So your cup overfloweth, and you're going to have this moment where, as you listen to that intuition, it gets stronger, and you're going to find this place where you are with, like, you have a soul family, where you inwardly, you've done all the work and you've gotten rid of all, and I keep hearing dead weight, and I feel that's kind of harsh, but honestly, like, you get this feeling of you're feeling what it's like to get rid of that dead weight, and it's like, it's painful because it's hard to let go of things. But as you let go, you're going to find that your cup overfloweth, and you're going to find this beautiful unity within your soul family. And what's so fascinating here is you also have, you have the 10 of Cups, you have the 10 of Coins, you also have the 9 of Cups and the 9 of Coins, which is beautiful energy here. Because and you also have you have an Ace and a Page, which the beginnings all around. So you have this 9 of Cups, and this is like the life. Like, this is the card, if it'll focus for me. There it goes. It is the card of creature comforts. I like how there's like all these little creatures around and everything like that. And it's this beautiful energy of creature comforts. And you can finally just like, breathe and relax, and which is interesting because this is like that emotional safety, right? It looks so cozy here with all of her animals and her cups, and it's just this beautiful energy that you have everything you need. You have your creature comforts. Now, the 9 of Coins, she also has creature comforts, but she has more. Her cup overfloweth to the max, where she is not only has creature comforts, but she has luxury, baby. Whenever I see this card, I always think of the Madame in the Aristocats, that old Disney movie, where she is so rich, she's going to leave her inheritance to her cats. Like, she is just in it, right? She has her mansion, she has her cats, she has her horses, she has all these things, right? That is this card here. So the advice here is to hold the vision, know where you're wanting to go, and hold that and stay true to that, and know that in the end, this is where it's leading. And to carry this energy, don't sit here and be like, well, I can't wait to get here. No, I'm not saying to be reckless with your money or anything like that. Be smart. Okay, be smart. But recognize what in this moment, as you're going through all of this, to appreciate the little things, to appreciate the creature comforts you do have, to appreciate the little bits of luxury that you already possess. Because all of us, even in our lowest times, we can find those little nuggets, right? Those little glimmers that will bring us joy. And as you do this, and as you get rid of the dead weight, and as you really tap into those feelings and those emotions, you will attract in exactly what you need. You will attract in your soul family. You will attract in more abundance. And that's wealth as well. That's not just your creature comfort abundance. That's luxury, right? You're going to attract all this in. But to get here, you first need to be mindful of what that looks like. You're not going to be able to know what your creature comforts are if you just keep hustling or keep dealing with people's drama all the time, right? How are you supposed to sit here and continue to get past this point of almost mastery to mastery if you're distracted by everyone else's stuff, right? And a lot of times too, we get very caught up because we feel like we're taking care of people when we show up, because that's what you do. You know, you show up for the people you love, you show up for the people you care about. But sometimes you're the one that's always showing up, right? Are they showing up for you? Are they reciprocating? Right? Are they the type of person that you feel this way with? This cozy creature comforts, I feel safe, I feel secure, I feel happy with you. Or are they the type of people where you're just like, you always in the back of your mind, you're like, are you a snake? Right? So be very aware of that and really tap into that knowing, right? Because we have some of these in reverse, right? Where we have this in reverse, but also it's a cup, which is all about emotions. So really develop that intuition, develop those good relationships, right? Becoming a master of your relationships. So that way you have the freedom to feel safe, to do the full energy, to share your dreams and not worry about what people are going to say or think, or that they're going to say it's dumb or drag you down, where you don't have to worry about, you know, are these the right people that need to surround me? Because you will have that soul family, have those creature comforts, and have that luxury all together. It all plays a part. So just by you starting to go inward to think, right? This is the page, right? This is where you're at. You're at this point where you're just really ready to look at these relationships and develop new relationships, network, get yourself out there, right? So really be mindful of all those things. And I promise wherever you want to go, you'll get there. And you're going to have it in a way that you could have never imagined. Like, cup overfloweth to the point you might think, oh, I can kind of visualize right now. It's going to come in a completely unexpected way. And you're going to feel so fulfilled and so content because you have put in the work with those relationships. You've put in the work with those boundaries, and you've put the work in the right ways now to prepare for the stuff that comes in, right? Because takers will always take. Even if you gain great success, what are they going to do? They're still going to take. They'll sit there and say all day long, oh, you can't do it, or you're not good enough, or you're never going to get there. Then you get there and they're like, oh, hi, actually, I always believed in you. Money, please. Or let me, take what I can emotionally as well. It doesn't even have to be wealth. So just as you're moving forward, be very mindful of your relationships, be very mindful of the people around you, and make sure that you understand and know who's actually showing up for you. All right, who's there to lift you up and who's there to tear you down, and have faith that justice will be served in its own way in its due time. You just worry about yourself and get yourself where you need to be. All right. All right, Aries. So at the end of my readings, I like to pull an oracle card just to kind of wrap up the reading. In case anything might have been missed. Oh, it's funny because this oracle deck, we got support. This oracle deck has this really interesting matte finish on it. It's very beautiful, but cards never fall out. When I use this deck, I have to usually draw it, but this one just fell right out. So support. So this oracle deck has poems in it, which I absolutely love because it allows there to be a little bit more of an abstract nature to it. So it allows you to kind of tap into your own intuition and hear the message that's kind of meant for you. Now, don't worry, if you're not a poetry person, I will also do another oracle card that has a very, spelled out meaning there. But yeah, here we go. So support. I reach my arms up in the morning and I feel you rushing to embrace me. I stand in the wind and can feel myself tenderly caressed by you. I trace a finger in the spiral of a seashell and I marvel at your perfect structure. I watch the bees who spend all day gathering honey with their heads buried in flowers, never doubting the existence of their queen. And that is support. It sounds like the universe is on your side. You have the support. You do. You have it. It's there, my Aries. Okay, let's go ahead and I'm actually going to grab from this Spirit Animal Oracle. Let's see what message the Spirit Animal Oracle has for you. All right. Starfish Spirit, open to infinite possibilities. Beautiful card. 59. Now, if you've seen starfish, that can be a sign of that. All right, let's see. 59. Okay, Starfish Spirit. Stretch out on the beach, the starfish opens fully on the rays of the sun to the power of potential. As you look out toward the horizon, do you open up in infinite possibilities? Spirit is the source of opportunities beyond your wildest imaginations and ensures endless possibilities are available. At this time, Starfish Spirit urges you to stretch past the limits of your everyday perception and comfort zone to dream of bigger things and imagine with even bigger hope and faith, for miraculous potential is shining down on you. Feel it, bask in it, and open yourself to be filled with inspiration. This is a very fortunate sign that Starfish Spirit has come to remind you of your infinite potential. That is a beautiful message, my beautiful Aries. Absolutely perfect. All right, well, that is your reading. Thanks so much if you stuck around through the whole reading. I love to have you guys here. And if you want to stick around for more readings, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you want to have a personal reading, I do offer those, and the link to my website will be in the description box. But for now, my beautiful Aries, just know that you are loved and you are worthy. I'll see you next time. Bye.